Well, I think the question I have really is um, around like what exactly gives us the edge here using the four charts. And I mean, the way I understand it is it's like I mean, if you only look the big charts, you're gonna miss like carving out a good entry. But if you only use the small charts, then you're just trading noise. I mean, but I'm sure it goes way beyond that. And combining the two, of course, it helps. I mean,
I
that's
think.
how I see it, but I don't know.
Well, I think one thing that gives edge is actually the
Order
correlation
filled.
of
Order filled.
the disparate chart types.
Order filled.
Um, that's really what kind of gives the edge, if you think about it. Is that uh, I think most would agree that you get additional information from having the tick charts that you don't get from time charts. So once you kind of realize the power of time charts, would you want to go back to trading or once you realize the power of tick charts, would you want to go back and trade just time charts, right? On a day trading basis. Because it's a little bit harder to trade tick charts on a swing trade where you're looking to be in the trade for anywhere from there's two types of swings, but let's just say a swing trade anywhere from over 1 day to, let's say, 90 days. I know some people think swing trades are less than that, about a week, but I look at a short-term swing trade in that 1 to 90 day range. Would you
Yeah.
agree, though, that once you kind of understand the
I've never
power?
traded these long. I'm
Yeah.
I'm mainly intraday.
Yeah, but now
I don't.
intraday, now that you understand the power of tick charts, would you want to go back and not trade without them
Oh,
or trade without them?
I mean, tick charts are beautiful. I mean, but I mean, I could argue that you could trade with just tick charts. I mean, so like I mean, what is the edge that the C1 and C3 are giving you really? If you could do just four tick charts, and I think that's what Banger does. He's figured out four tick sizes that he uses for four tick charts, and that's all he does.
Yeah, and I've traded just tick charts. I mean, there's been I've done that, and oftentimes I ignore the other charts completely and trade just tick charts, just because with just the two alone, you're usually right on with kind of the level to level movements of the market. Like right now, chart 4 is telling us that 250 is a key level. And then up above, the next key level is 285. So you can use that information on then jump over to chart 2 as your entry criteria and just trade accordingly.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, I mean, I guess there's value like the hourly charts. There's some of the strong levels are actually quite interesting. But I mean, those you could just really look pre-market or whatever and just draw them out, and then you don't really need to look at the hourly chart that much anymore. Well, if you have the levels drawn out, I mean.
Yeah, but I think that, I mean, there's a reason why there's the 4 chart setup, because I do think that it provides you the full, you're not missing any, you're very seldom are you going to miss a reaction, a reaction zone, a zone that's going to react, or a level, or I guess you could say structure. And I'll share some 240 pictures here, what I mean by structure, because maybe that will help. I usually do that on Bitcoin.
I know there's part of the training I haven't really gone into, mainly because, from what I understand, this was from the old days. But that doesn't mean that it's not valuable and it's not big part. Something about value channels, or like, I mean, I don't know if that's part of the structure thing you're talking about. Something about these. What did you call them earlier? Something about zones or areas.
No, they're value channels. So I got the concept of value channels. I don't remember. There's a book I read, and the way that really his theory of the market is that the market trades in channels, and it's between two price points, and then that's a value channel. And then you can trade within that channel. Well, I don't remember if this is the concept. This is how I adopted the concept that I learned. And then the market trades from value channel to value channel. And then if you don't have a value channel to go to assess, then
Order filled.
you can project out value channels. So yeah, in the training, a couple years ago, I used to really talk a lot about value channels. It used to be a big part because it was, especially in the crypto market, it worked very well for a while. It still does, but you just have to have a longer time frame. But that's all it is that a value channel. And you'll see on my Bitcoin analysis, my updated analysis, I still draw short-term value channels. So actually I'm streaming, so I can stream on the Discord too. Let me
But I
stream.
guess my question is that something we should all revisit? I mean, like I said, there's so much, like, there's a lot of material. I just wonder if that's like perhaps a missing piece of the puzzle for some of us that haven't looked into the whole value channel material.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I can't tell you how much I can't give you a percentage of how much it factors into me being able to read the market and then the system, but it's something I still use today. But I see them instead of drawing them, and
Right.
and understand the concept. So it's like anything else. Like I often use the example of intention because that's one of the most. It's kind of a concept that most people don't know, but it's a concept that I teach. But it's like it's asking like, well, how important is that I know intention? Well, can you trade without it? Yeah, you can trade without it, but seeing it, when you see it on a chart, does it give you a little bit better edge? Yeah, it does. So it's kind of like that kind of question. It's kind of that kind of answer, which is it value? If I didn't think it was valuable anymore, it would have been out of the training already. And I wouldn't be mentioning it anymore if I didn't think that there wasn't some value. And when we get into here, as we move forward and we get more into the swing trading, and I start bringing in my swing trading into the stream and stuff like that, that's going to be a lot of value channels because that's what we're looking at. When I'm looking at doing a long-term swing, I'm talking anywhere from, well, short-term swings are 1 day to 364 days, so under a year. And then long-term swings are anywhere from 1 day. I mean, usually you're targeting 1 to 3 years for a short-term swing. I don't consider those. And then the other trade types are portfolio builders. So whenever we're doing any type of swing, it's value channels. And a lot of the ideas that you see me publish on TradingView, for instance, mention value channels because those are usually longer term analysis. But it's still valid on a shorter time frame. Value channels, the concept works on all time frames, and the rule set around how to read value channels do. It's just that I also find too that if you send too much, or if you kind of pile in too much, then people have this analysis or this paralysis on too much information or something, I guess is the word, or I don't know if that's the right word.
Order filled.
But
Order filled. Order filled.
so I've been careful not to do that, of
Order
like
filled.
trying to include every little cool thing that I think is cool about the market, and really trying to limit it. Hey, here's the most important elements that you need to focus on to develop the system and make it your own. Does that make sense, or is that too wordy?
We need to dive in.
Order filled.
But it's important to understand the concept, though, because sometimes I have many times where I'm watching the material, but I feel like fundamentally I'm not getting some, right? Eventually get to an aha moment and then clicks.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why sometimes people don't fundamentally or see maybe it's because I'm generally trading from a point of conviction. And maybe you didn't hear that I said, hey, this is my control. And because that might have been, I'm still might be trading off the same conviction from 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago. And then the problem is because that was my conviction. There could be something in the market that changed that that changed the mind, right? So what were we a little bit ago? We were talking about that alpha candle that got lost. Well, I was long there for a bit until it was clear that it actually was going to sell off, and I reversed and wrote it down, and then actually wasn't long here, got knocked out, and looking to get long again here at the new levels that are developing on chart 4, which is right at 248. So that's a prime example where, I don't know if that's a prime example, but that's an example of about, I don't know, about 20 minutes ago. Wait, 5, 10, 15. Was that 20 minutes ago? Yeah, a little over 20, but it was a lot longer than 20 minutes ago. That was that, yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. Yeah, about 35 minutes ago. What we were talking about that I was trading changed my mind within the second that broke, and then the second that the low broke, and then went back short, which is what the charts were saying anyways, right? Chart 4 hasn't changed. Chart 4 has remained momentum short as well as chart 1. And we're about to test the actual fast momentum here now in chart 1 on the NQ. Right now, I'm long. Let's see if we can actually stay in this trade. And it's actually testing another level too. It's testing the opening range low. So it's another thing that I would add, that key level. So if it comes up, closes above 273, retest 273, then that'd be enough for me to start thinking, okay, it's going to go to the next reaction area up above. And the next level on chart 4 is 311. And that correlates. 311 correlates closely with what's on chart 1, which is the slow momentum, as well as, and this is a level. So this is all about level 4, or on chart 4. That also correlates with the RDA on chart 4, that 311 level. So we've got multiple correlations there as far as what we'd be targeting.
Hey Rex, I have a quick question because I was thinking about momentum, and I feel like the momentum indicators are delayed. And at some point when you're studying C2, which correlates with the key levels on C4, I think it's almost based on price action. I don't know, do you feel like you're acting more on price action at that point? Because I feel like the momentum indicators are delayed and they only kind of confirm your theory of the trade after you already made a decision based on price action. So fundamentally, it seems like the system at some point is based on price action more than momentum. But I don't know if you would agree with that.
You know, every day you ask questions, and every day you're starting to get closer and closer, because, I mean, it's said throughout the training that the momentum indicators are lagging indicators, but that there's a power in lagging indicators. And so I'm not saying anything about your questions, but your questions get closer to the truth. But the fundamentals of what you're talking, or the fundamentals of your questions is already kind of answered, I guess. it is it's a price action first strategy. And then, of course, because I don't know how you would trade if you're going to be a chart only trader, that you have to be price action first. And price action first, there's only a couple ways that you can design a price action strategy. You got to go off what the chart tells you. So you got to develop a system and a rules, and it's got to be predictive in nature based on price action. And then, of course, the momentum indicators are lagging because they're indicators. Any indicator is going to be lagging the price unless it tries to be some kind of predictive indicator. But
Yeah, there are predictive indicators too.
yeah, but I haven't seen any ones that um I would I would and that's why here's the thing, the value, and this is where the pieces, the puzzle series that I'm working on is going to put a lot of these. The purpose of this series is actually to just connect all these dots in a way that I haven't done before, because I'm not focused on teaching the concepts. I'm just focusing on showing, hey, here's there might be elements where I teach the concepts, but it'll be like, here's all these how these concepts work and flow together. So what you're saying is that you're expecting the momentum indicators to be in line with price action, which they never can be. But what they do reveal is they take you out of tunnel vision and reveal, actually, if you read it correctly. Now, chart 2 is definitely going to be the busiest and the hardest chart to read because it's the fastest chart. So you're going to have overshoots. But if you use the momentum indicators, take price out of it, it can help you understand what the chart is doing, what momentum is doing. Because there are times, for instance, where price or momentum, like right now, is short, and price will get above those indicators, and it will look like that price is going to go up, but momentum hasn't changed as far as how we read momentum using the indicators. Well, that actually helps you tremendously from just going from a complete raw price action perspective, because if you're just reading price action, you usually don't have that additional information of them putting in the momentum indicators. I know this is kind of like a high level concept for without showing it in action, but that's what I'd say at a high level. So you're right, they're lagging, but there's power in the lagging. Also, the power in those indicators is that they are reaction zones. I think you've been trading the system long enough to at least see that more times than not, those indicators show you areas of the chart that you should be either re-entering the trade or expect a reaction. So they kind of they serve a dual purpose. They help you decipher momentum. Once again, it's a price action first strategy. All day trading is price action first, I think. I mean, I haven't come across a day trading strategy that's not. Maybe. Oh, well, actually, I don't know if you would consider reading the DOM price action. I would, but some people might not. Hold on, I got to manage my trade so I don't go at a loss here. I'm still long in a fade trade. Oh, did that answer? I mean, did that answer any of your question at all?
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. I think they're, especially like the RDA is like time and time again, it's like a perfect reaction area. But I just feel like my focus has been, I don't know. I feel like things are starting to click a little bit better, and I feel like the trouble for me now, the skill is trading level to level at a fundamental level. I think once I get good at that, then I'll be a much better trader. But I don't know. So you just released training on that too, so I have to take a look at that video.
Yeah, I think it's a lot. I mean, it's I tried to combine all the concepts and make them holistic, but sometimes you have to teach something in its own little box. And then I do
Right.
try to say then here's how it relates to the larger aspect of the trade system or trading, right? But
Mhm.
sometimes you have to make those connections, and also you have to connect it to the other problem is that uh, I'm I try to be as agnostic, if that's the word I can use, as possible, as unbiased as possible, because I understand that each person that's interpreting it and looking to actually adopt the system and make it their own has their own personality and their own trade style and their own little hiccups. So I try to factor that into what I create. But then
Makes sense.
that means that you don't get exact pronouncements from me a lot, right? Except for certain things, like the market moves level to level. I mean, that
Stop filled.
that is something I would say, well, are you gonna be able to argue with me on that? I mean, we can show that it happens day after day, right? Um, but
No, exactly. And that's what I'm trying to master is, okay, I know this happens. Now I need to master, almost like use that as an edge to trade level to level because I know it's going to happen. I just need to get skillful at trading level to level.
yeah, the other thing I think I underappreciated a lot too, and I'm learning more, is that you almost have to find your favorite trades and the ones that you like, because there is an abundance in trades that you could do within the system that we trade. Uh, but you have to really find kind of the favorite style and how you like to enter that fits you the way that you like to trade, and kind of focus on those. Right now, when you're new, obviously you're kind of looking at all of them and saying, well, it's it's touching the momentum here, it's touching it on this chart, it's here. Uh, the using chart one as a control, I think would be a good first step for a lot of people. Just use chart one as your control and then start looking at the other charts for correlation. Um, and then use chart four as your control. You know, maybe take maybe look, because the thing is with level trades, a lot of time level trades are fade trades because to get to that level, it has to move in the direction. Obviously, it has to move in that direction, but it when it moves in that direction, sometimes two or three of the other charts then change their momentum state and their bias state. So that's something you have to be mindful of on some of these level check trades on chart four. Uh, for instance, for the market to get to 312 right now, it would only change the momentum and bias state of chart 2, because chart 1 would still be momentum and bias short. Chart 4 would still be in that state. It might be rolling over in momentum, but it'd still be in that state. So that level check that's coming on chart 4 at 312 would be correlating with the underlying bias of most of the charts except for chart 2, because for her to get there on chart 2, most likely chart 2 is going to have to switch over momentum and bias. But once again, chart 2 is your entry chart. It is the fastest chart. It has the most overshoots. It has the most everything, or it has the most noise, I guess is not the way I put it, is the way it is.
Right. And that's why, I don't know. I guess that's why when it comes to momentum, I feel like trading level to level, you can almost get faked out by the momentum on the other charts. But I mean, it's clear on C4 that the market's holding 248. So, um, so I think the next key level, at least right now, it's like you're saying, is 311. So I don't know. I feel like if I paid too much to a momentum, I would get faked out. But this is probably underpinning, like you were saying, kind of underpinning the momentum that this move will happen, and the momentum will probably follow on the other charts if it continues going up to that level.
Yeah, and this is also, we're on a fade trade. So once again, you're fading the market. You're fading the momentum and bias of the market. And if we wanted to use the outdated term of trend, we could say we're fading the trend. But as far as a fade trade goes, you've got confirmation that it was good to do that right about 12 minutes ago. Because you had kind of a triple level on chart 2. And then
Right.
chart 4 was showing that, hey, it was holding the extreme and it was holding the lower level around, like you said, 252. So that's price action. But because otherwise, the 3 charts are all in a momentum short environment. And
Right.
we just now recently rolled over to a momentum long environment. So you're right in that aspect. But the next trade on the table actually is a momentum trade. Is most likely, if it breaks through and captures the opening range low, captures the fast momentum on the 5-minute chart 1, then it's going to most likely go up to the next momentum indicator right around that level. And the next trade that's on the table is with momentum, shorting at that level. Unless something off happens, that's really the next trade that's on the table that you should be looking at doing, which correlates with many other levels. Does that clear
You
it up?
mean
or
the 5 EMA on C1, or you mean 311?
I'm talking about the next trade that's on the table is 311, shorting at 311.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
That's the next trade that's on the table. Now you could
Okay.
be trading up to that, but that's a fade trade, and so I'm in a trade.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
C2 is now switched over, and it broke that high just now, so.
What just switched over?
C2.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, so C2 has to switch over for it to get up there though.
Right. No,
So-
but I mean, the question was it going to break that 273 area from the previous high, which it just did. Now it's backing off, but
Yeah.
Stop field.
But the
Stop
positive,
field.
it's in a, I mean, it did switch momentum, but it is backing off and it's barely holding that momentum
Stop
shift
field. Stop field.
to the point that I'm getting knocked out on pretty much all my trailing stops. Still in profit, so I guess I can't complain. Yeah, so this is annoying. But once again, it's annoying because what are you doing? You're trading against momentum. Fade trades are just inherently annoying.
You think I should stay away from these fade trades then? I mean, I'm just trying to feel of
Yeah,
trading level.
I say
so
that
much.
I say that multiple times a day, don't I? Don't I say master momentum trades and then fade?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being stubborn. I'm just trying to develop a skill set more than, I don't know if that makes sense, of trading level more so than.
Yeah, but the path to mastering fade trades is mastering momentum. If you can master trading, and it sucks because you have to sit on your hands on moves like this, but you can also destroy your account fade trading. So would you rather, make money, or would you rather destroy your account and learn in the process? You can fade trade, but drastically reduce your size until you've mastered momentum. Because when you've mastered momentum trade, and it's mastering, really, when I say master momentum, that means that you basically are comfortable doing momentum trades and you trust them. You trade them with conviction. Because when you trade momentum trades with conviction, you're then going to see the patterns for when momentum trades fail.
Stop field.
And then you're going to realize, okay, now I can start fading because I've mastered the easier of the trades to do is momentum. Because once again, we don't use the word trend around here, but momentum is going with the momentum trades are going with the momentum of the market, going with where the market is telling you that the momentum is going with who controls the market. So if you're a buyer, when all the charts are telling you that the sellers are controlling the market, you're arguing with all of the sellers that are in control. That's really what a fade trade is. You're basically arguing. Now, there are times when, of course, you're right when you're fading because, I mean, when you get good at, like I said, when you get good at momentum, you recognize like there, I was fading that move and I was profitable in fading that move, but also I didn't maximize my profit. That's the other thing with fade trades is that you have to take profit quick because I was waiting for a runner. I was already planning, hey, it's going to break through the fast momentum, the opening range low, and it's going to come up and test 311. I was already looking for it to do that. But, you know, fade trades, that's why they're difficult because you very seldom get runners because you're going against who controls the market.
Makes sense. I think that's why my account was getting destroyed yesterday, is that I was trying to do too many fades, probably.
Yeah. No, that will destroy an account. I will say it firsthand. Fading will destroy an account. And the 2 losing days that I've had this year, you can go back and watch them on the YouTubes, basically were fade trades. Me being stubborn in fade trades, thinking that I could trade myself out of fade trades and being an idiot.
No worries, Rex. That's me every day.
Sorry, you're still here though. That's what's the bottom line. You're still surviving. That's what matters. Yeah, now let's see. It looks like it's going to hold the low. So, I don't necessarily want to. I mean, I'm still in 5 lots. I guess we can get
Order filled.
So there's an example there. That pullback, while it did feel fierce, it really just pulled back to the extreme band on chart 2. The extreme band held, and that was the reason why I added to that trade. Also because it looks like it was going to break through and recapture momentum and bias. So chart 2 recaptured momentum and bias. Now it's just a matter of, is it going to be messy in maintaining it, or is it going to come up and take out the level at 275? If it takes out 275, then I think the long trade for the next level up is probably where it's going. Hey, we got a lot of people here in the room today. Anybody else? I'm not saying you're talking too much over this, not at all. I'm just wondering if anybody else wants to say hi or say what's up. Oh, I said I was going to stream on. I can stream on Discord.
Order filled.
Yeah, got knocked out. I was long and oiled too. 3 lots on that. My gold positions did not get picked up. Oh no, I got knocked out of that. Okay. Still think gold's going to roll over. Let's do 3 lots.
Order filled.
We're looking at the RDA check on gold on the daily, at least on the contract. On this contract, the continuous doesn't have that look, but
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, you guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys later.
okay, sweet.
All right.
Back to my entry there on the NQ. Yeah, it was messy and trying to recapture momentum. So once again, it's a fade trade, so don't expect it to be kind to you. For long, in oil, I was expecting to get a little bit higher on oil, but it didn't hit an exhaustion level. So if it gets back up to 93.30 or 93.07 or so, yeah, maybe I should consider shorting here in oil. CL, we'll see. Put trailing stops in the NQ trade, so I don't have to watch it. Protective trailing stops. And GC, really trading the control chart on GC is the daily. So if you're watching on YouTube or TradingView, you'll see a link down below where you can actually subscribe on Discord. It's one of the best places to ask questions. We actually have a trade room there as well. We've been kind of keeping it open for just about everybody, not just alphas here, over the last week or so. So you'll definitely want to check that out. It's a good place to ask questions. So down below, you'll see a link that says join my Discord. The system that you see me trading is a system I developed called the Rexdog system. I've been trading since 2016, successfully, really since the end of 2016, 2017. That's when I started YouTube, and in that year as well. So we've been, I still trade everything: futures, forex, equities, do some options trading, crypto, of course, crypto. Gotta trade crypto. So those are just for people that don't know me or haven't seen some of my streams before. Just to share a little bit of background, what I do here, what goes on. So right now we're long on the fade trade there. Thinking I might have to sell CL, but we'll see. We will see. I'm typing.
Stop filled. Order filled. Order
Stop
filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Let's go into the next zone there, or the next reaction area. I get knocked out. What did I get knocked out of there? Still in 10 lots on the NQ. It's reaching for the next, so, you know, kind of level wise, we're looking at 311. We do have the slow momentum right around 293 that it has to get through. So definitely there is a little bit of static it has to get through between here and there. All right. Keep going, man. It's trying. Looks like it might pull back a little bit. Once again,
Stop field.
this is a fade trade. So, you know, if you're not comfortable or adept at doing fade trades, then you're sitting on your hands really waiting for, this is a phrase I don't use often. I really don't think I like it actually. You're just being patient for the next momentum trade. That's what you're waiting for. Because right now, chart 1, chart 3, chart 4 are all momentum and bias short. Now, chart 3 does have quite a bit of room all the way up to 345. If it does want to really, the buyers really want to step up for the first kind of area that we would expect a reaction on chart 3, that's something that should be in your kind of criteria, what you'd be looking at. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, sweet. So while we might expect it to get up here, and there probably will be one momentum trade, you know, if chart 3 is your control, really you have your first reaction zone on chart 3 at 304. And if it kind of stalls around there and doesn't really sell off, then that might be showing that maybe the next 2 candles on chart 3 wants to go up and test the fast momentum. So that's one of the things you're doing in trading consistently, is you're using your trade system and to project, to predict, and to really kind of, predictive trading is the best trading. Well, it looks like which one are we down on? CL. Yeah, CL might be, I think it's probably time to reverse on that.
Order filled.
Reversed on
Order
CL.
filled.
I think it seems like it, I was expecting maybe a double top on that, but maybe it's going to roll over from that. We'll see. Oh, there we go. We're hitting the momentum check here on chart 1. Right now, 290, 291. See if it breaks through solidly, or is it actually going to react? Always expect an overshoot. Also, we do have a key level, especially on chart 4, chart 1, right around 311. It's also the RDA on chart 4. So far we are getting that initial reaction there of it touching it. See what happens from there. Now this
Stop
is
filled.
where I'm also looking to see, what should I reverse my long and go with momentum here. Thing is, we're between two levels in chart 4, so that's kind of where then I'm looking at chart 1 and saying, well, chart 1 being the control, really chart 4 is telling me that the RDA is right around 311, 310. It aligns with the other levels, so maybe giving a little bit more room on the long side before I actually do look for a sell-off or a continuation of the momentum and bias is what might be in the cards. Gotta go check something real quick. I'll be back shortly.
Orange velvet. You're good. Oh shit! I didn't know it was live. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. I know it's towards the afternoon now, but real slow volatility here. Is anyone long here? I might go long to the RDA. Sorry, I'm trying to fix some things. I'll be back in a minute here. Just go to the restroom. Oh. I'm scaling into chart 4's RDA, which is around first test of slow momentum on chart 1. So I'm hoping it will get up there. And my scaling is all the way to the RDA in chart 1. And my uncle's positions are. There's way too many damn screens over there. There's no way. Anyways, okay. So the recapture fast momentum chart 1. Coming up to test his previous strong low, previous highs, or test on the slow momentum indicator. This is where we're waiting for the scaling. Why you got in a little too early on this one? I think I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna get out a little bit higher up. I want to catch this extreme. I think the push up is inevitable. I just saw 2 candles like impulsively close. You know, they're kind of shooting down. Just broke through the previous high on chart 2. We also have a green RSI firing on chart 4, indicating the push is long. But we're still short for the day, so I'm not trying to fade this and buy anything. Putting my buys and stops kind of key levels and see if these reactions are going to occur. If not, it pushes up to the RDA. But we do have the high now to get there for the daily. Show my uncle's trades real quick. Someone get allergies. Oh. I've never heard of this. Why does TradingView is so strict? For those of you who've never streamed on TradingView, if you don't talk during your streams of TradingView, they there's like house rules saying you have to talk during your streams. That's so odd. Now it's in between fast momentum and slow. Just entered a small participation trade. Looks like it doesn't even wanna. Sorry, my contacts are falling out. Jeez. I'm so excited to get LASIK. Can't deal with this eyeball shit. Okay. It's a pretty good fade location. I might fade here. Where'd that come from? Is it mine? Did someone just message me? A lot of our alpha's doing pretty good. Is Jedi Skywalker in here? Hey, brother, I hope everything got figured out with the alpha thing. If it doesn't, just message me again. I contacted one of the developer team in Discord. I was asking about it, so hopefully they respond to me today, and I can get to you and make sure you're not getting canceled out of the Delta channels and Alpha channels. Now, is this a good place to buy? Does resistance step up here? It's just in this range that we're in currently. Do buyers have support here to go back up to test the previous level? Looks like they don't. So next prominent test is test of the low. And after that, I mean, RDA isn't target for the daily. So that's what we should be looking for, honestly. I didn't even look at that. That's pretty clear target where past 2 days went. Pretty intense fight. And we have the red RSI firing on chart 4. And we're kind of reacting at the previous 50% of the pack candle on the left, chart 1. You know, it's like the last candle before the lowest test, so good reactionary to trade. It's like a bounce right off the extreme band. Check of momentum. What the hell's going on over there? 8.2K profit on a fine count today. Do you guys want me to be in here talking or just on the stream? I'll just go to the stream. But I'm still going to be short here for a minute because I don't see any confirmation from the buy side. I mean, it's coming back up to recheck buy momentum, but slow momentum was tested, failed, couldn't capture. Chart 2's RDA, or yeah, chart 2's RDA leads right into fast momentum on chart 1. So, seeing their capture here on chart 2 could indicate another test of slow momentum. I think the RDA is on track for today, Uncle. For the daily.
Daily? On what?
MAQ.
Yeah. Well, that's sold out there momentum wise.
You think it might wait till the afternoon?
I don't know. I don't look at it.
Are you muted?
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta turn my headset on. Yeah. Sorry, I was muted there. Why is there an echo here? Oh, I think I know why.
You gotta mute me on Discord. Right.
So just mute you for me. I mean, we're already there technically on the contract itself. So we're already on the RDA. And you go look at the NDX and see what the NDX tells you. I mean, NDX wise, I'm still looking for another 70 points down.
You think it might come up to retest before another push down?
Oh, it looks like it is. I mean, but right now, chart 1 is, or chart 3, it's pretty clear that it wants to hold that level at 252. So it closes above 291, then it's going up. And so, yeah, I would say 291. So if it closes above 291, then I think it's going for 330.
Hmm.
But in order for it to do that, well, it tested a slow momentum on chart 1 twice here. So I guess let me get out of that trade.
Order
Got
filled.
us got of oil. I got to figure out whether or not it's I think because I'm feeding audio through. Can you hear the echo in your headset?
Not really. I don't hear like an echo per se.
I would say it's long now. It doesn't seem like it's gonna. It looks like it wants to break through this momentum.
Yeah, I switched around after that recapture.
Order filled.
Terrible place to go long though, right at the momentum check. But wait for the reaction, see if we get picked up on the pullback and then the breakthrough. Sorry.
I'm starting my short already. Maybe a little early in case this pushes above, but trying to get into some participation. Because I don't even know if it breaks slow momentum. So that's what I'm trading. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I got 3 warnings from. TradingView for silent with no meaningful description. Silent streaming with silent and no meaningful description. I don't even know.
Are you silent when you stream?
No, I was talking to people. It was just they hit me with this.
Yeah.
I only had like an hour stream one time. I did like that 25-minute one. That's the third one I got, so I guess they might just hate both of us.
So you can't stream anymore?
No, I can.
Oh.
It was just kind of funny when I saw that.
Like, did they tell you what stream you were?
No, it just said
Well, that's one of them. What was the other one?
I can't even see the message anymore.
Oh. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, obviously, don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I guess you have to sit there and talk nonstop about something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not how trading works.
Yeah.
But once again, you know, it's
Dick mods.
okay.
All right, well, there we are. Didn't get picked up anything more than 10.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Sold on CL again. Lost the RDA on chart 2. So we'll look for the other one there. Oh, maybe gold might push through. Maybe it will push through. Thought it was gonna. Oh, maybe it's gonna remain long on chart 1, chart 2, and chart 3. I'll see it hasn't switched over in chart 1 yet. That's what I've been waiting for. Gold's going for its weekly open, 91. I think being mindful that momentum might be switching over on chart 1 here is something to be looking out for. Oil RDA is 91 spot 46. On chart, which chart? Chart 3. And then you got 91.46. That aligns, well, 91.54 on chart 4, so not quite alignment there. Big Tech is still in between or below all rolling VWAPs. So we're still below zero line. So maybe this long fade is not the right trade. Does look like it has, it's kind of a little range here, the internals. See that on CL? This is the second chart here, hitting a previous VWAP level. See how that plays out. Targeting at least 91.19 maybe for the week open if it really wants to do its pullback.
I guess according to TradingView, you're supposed to be talking all the time. Hmm. Well, it does look like it's going to break through here, but I keep saying that, but it's been slow going on it.
At the half-hour mark.
Order filled.
Well, while we enter this, I should look in. There we go. Zero line at the bottom of that, what we're expecting. Size wide, I think we're good. Put protective stops in the market. Oh, this trade doesn't work out here shortly, then I will exit it. Need to get up above at least the fast momentum here. There it is. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. Now it's just seeing if we can stick with it to the next zone if it is actually going to go there.
Still stalling. Once again, it's a fade trade, so you expect this type of movement. CL's making the next leg down, looks like it. Time is it? Oh, it's right around middle of the session. It loses the RDA here, then it's over. All right, take a little bit of a loss there. Just it's not moving, so not going to sit in a trade and just let it sit there and waffle all day. I don't have strong conviction, especially when it's a terrible entry as far as along. Right at the momentum check. So it either worked out or it didn't. Now, I will consider maybe going short here now. Just because long side didn't work out. It's at a momentum check. So far, the trade should have been momentum. So now close above 286. Problem is if it needs to close above there solidly and stay there. Probably 291 is probably more realistic. It's not breaking to either side, so if it doesn't come down and at least at the extreme band, then I'm probably going to just get out and say it's a no trade zone. With the DC trade or with the CL trade, we're up roughly 870 on that. That might come back and take me out. There we go. All right, I'm going to protect this position now in 10 lots. Start doing some trailing stops right around the entry. So once again, kind of trading momentum was the key, right?
Stop field. Order field.
But, you know, this is also the
Order field.
afternoon. It's been sluggish in this zone. It is now messing with the opening range low. So it took some profit just because it was at a reaction area. So they might use the opening range low to find support. So just sell off from there.
Stop field. Stop field.
Yeah. I pretty much made back what I lost on that just minor kind of
Stop field.
fade trade there. All right, maybe the fade's on now. Idiot buyers want to buy now.
Order field. Order field.
So maybe we'll go heavy on the buy side. Let the idiot buyers buy us back into the market.
Order field. Order field. Order field. Order field.
I like you buyers. Don't worry. Don't get all sensitive. There we go. Reverse there just because, look, had its chance to sell off below the opening range low. Didn't take it. So let's see if we can ride the fade up. Tighter stops than usual. Not going to give it a lot of room. Once again, it is a fade trade, but so far it's shown that it doesn't want to go up. And it did have an opportunity to break the opening range low, and it used that to find support. So we'll believe that here. Obviously, a close below 274 means we're utterly wrong. Might come down to test that now. Yep. Well, I was going to jump off here, but I don't want to jump off before this trade is settled. So, I mean, can definitely watch on Discord.
Stop fill.
There we go. Got stopped out. Yeah. Guess we should have been trading with momentum.
Order filled.
Got out. Dinged a P&L. Probably went about $6,000 down. Only up 37 grand today. So that sucks. Playing around doing, or not really playing around, but just doing aggressive trading when it's really not called for.
Order
I
filled.
mean, really, it should just be being patient and not just trading for the sake of trading, which is kind of what I was doing there, I guess you could say. Expecting a move when the momentum, if you look at chart 1, it's very clear. It's momentum short. So
Order rejected.
that's pretty
Order filled.
clear there. We'll see if that holds up there. And then we will break this into 5s. Oh, wait. There we
Order
go.
filled.
Here's what I want to do. See if we get picked up on a pull up. Retrace up for a sell-off. And then we'll get out if it does close above the RDA. So we'll start with a participation
Order filled.
position. We're in 5, 10.
Order filled.
I might just get out of break even here. Call this a no trade zone. Call it a day to the afternoon session, because really the next trade that exists is going short at 284 with the, I mean, I'm following the momentum, but if it does break through 270, then we're on the right track. We're looking then for the next level, which would be 245. So if it breaks through 270, then we're on track for a level-to-level trade on chart forward at 245. Short. So, but it's not committing to that. There it goes. I'm going to tighten up my stops on this. Just going to put some stops just around entry. I know I'll probably get taken out, but
Stop filled.
we'll make back some of that profit I gave back to the market.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
All right, I'm done. I don't have the patience anymore sitting here to trade this. I really don't. I'm not interested in trading anymore.
Order filled.
I mean, not today.
Order filled.
I might come back in the afternoon, but I'm utterly bored in this range. So I'm not going to ding my P&L anymore by trading. It does look like now the long side is back on, doesn't it? But I'm not going to ding my P&L anymore by trading when I'm not really up to it. So
I'm going to call it a stream here for now. Once again, everybody, thanks for joining. I'll be back here probably in the afternoon. But I've been trading since the market opened, so it's time for a break. Look forward to seeing you on the next stream.
Order filled. Stop filled.
But stop was filled. On CL.
Order filled.
Can I leave the stream?
Stop filled. Order filled.
Alright, so I'm sticking with this trade. I kind of caught at the top here, not the best entry at all. But I wanted to participate, so I got on at 4. Wanted to get a little heavier. Didn't pick me up underneath, sadly. Hoping to see some type of move to chart 3's momentum. Possibly the RDA. But don't know if that target's in sight. So we're looking for from Rexdot trade system and Tradeovate, there are only the RDRSI, RD, the ATR bands, only those two. Yeah, the Rexdot ATR bands is all you need. That should give you the values. What? Better code. So it's there. From Rexdot trade system trade, but they're only the RSI. I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Oh, let me just go in the room and talk to him.
Tell them to share in the den, and then I can answer there.
Yeah, AZ, are you in? If you're in here, do you, well, I know he's not, but he's in the trade room. So, but if you're in here, will you send a message to the general
No, the den, not general.
or the den? Sorry.
General.
Okay. Yeah, you just send it to the den, so then Rexdot can help you out because I have no idea really how to answer this question. I'm kind of confused now. Sorry about that, brother. But hopefully he can answer it for you. He should be able to. All right, so target 1336. We'll hope to see some type of reaction. Might just pull out entirely, wait for a pullback slightly, and get back in for the long push. But I'm still in the mindset that this is a short day. I believe that the RDA is still the target for the short side. Just pretty clear tent from what I see. Extreme band pretty much bounced right off. Maybe it's not today, but I don't see an overshoot. Double top pattern on the 60-minute here for Bitcoin. See if it finds support here. If not, I'm just gonna go short. Yeah, we'll see if it gets their JDS. Hoping. Trying to give this enough room to possibly go up, but since this is the first test of the RDA, expect some type of heavy reaction here. Also 50% of OR. So my trailing stops go up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. C1's in the middle of a recapture. Yeah, really just waiting for one confirmation. Yeah. I don't know. Why did it react here? Fast momentum seems so close to be a target. I don't want to go short yet, but now I'm gonna short this move. Didn't fully tag, but yeah, I mean technically it's a fade, but I'm using chart 3 as my control, so you're really just playing momentum. That's why I'm trying to scale into the momentum just a little bit above, but see if it reacts low. I actually don't know. Because chart 1 and chart 4 are pretty clear and concise on what price action happened, and now it just broke through the RDA. But it's such a small step in chart 3, it doesn't even still have 2 more big indicators to go through. Hmm. That's all I'm waiting for. I just wanted to tap it. Yeah, I got in way too early though, so I get a little greedy. I just want to see this reaction at the fast momentum. Hopping off here. Appreciate it tuning in.